For the best nursing lectures, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay connected and tune with us.
Hello everyone, myself Pragati. Today we learn plural effusion. Today my lecture topic is plural effusion. So let's begin. First is the meaning of plural effusion. In plural effusion, two words, plural and effusion. First is meaning of plural. Space between chest cavity and effusion means collection of fluid. Combination of the words collection of fluid between the space of chest cavity, it's called plural effusion. Next is introduction of the plural effusion. The development of plural effusion occurs from fluid seeping into the pleural space, a thin area between the visceral and parietal membranes in the chest cavity. In the chest cavity, visceral and parietal membranes, which normally contains a small amount of fluid to facilitate smooth lung movement. In the chest cavity, contains a small amount of fluid to facilitate smooth lung movement. Fluid under pressure, malignant cell and infectious agent can occasionally enter this space and cause it to expand with abnormal amounts of fluid and other compounds. See in diagnosis section. Next, see the figure of pleural effusion. In this figure, white portion detect the pleural effusion, accumulation of the excessive amount of fluid in this area. Next, the definition of the pleural effusion. A pleural effusion is excess fluid that accumulates in the pleural cavity. Excessive amount of fluid accumulates in the pleural cavity. It's called pleural effusion. The fluid-filled space that surrounds the lungs. What is pleural effusion? A pleural effusion is a buildup of fluid in the pleural space, an area between the layer of tissue that line the lungs and the chest cavity. Accumulation of fluid in the pleural cavity between the lining of the lungs and thoracic cavity, and pleural effusion, also called a pulmonary effusion. This excess can impair breathing by limiting the expansion of the lungs. Next, various kinds of pleural effusion depending on the nature of the fluid and what causes its entry into the pleural space are hydrothorax. In fluid nature is serous. Hemothorax in fluid nature is blood. Urinothorax in fluid nature is urine. Cyclothorax in fluid nature is cycle or pyothorax in fluid nature of pus. A pneumothorax is accumulation of air in the pleural space and is commonly called a collapsed lungs. Next is the types of pleural fluid. Various methods can be used to classify pleural fluid. Is a type of pleural fluid in two types, by the origin of the fluid and by pathophysiology. In this origin of the fluid, which types? C. Serous fluid, hydrothorax, blood, hemothorax, cyclothorax, pus, pyothorax or empyema, urine, urinothorax. Second types by pathophysiology, in which transudate pleural effusion and exudate pleural effusion. Next is the types of pleural fluid, transudative pleural effusion and exudative pleural effusion. See in detail. First, transudative pleural effusion is fluid pushed through the capillary due to high pressure within the capillary. Transudative pleural effusion occur heart failure and cirrhosis. Second is exudative pleural effusion. It's typically produced by inflammatory condition. Is fluid that leaks around the cells of capillary caused by inflammation. Which type of inflammation? Lung infection and malignancy. Exudative pleural effusions are usually more serious and difficult to treat. Exudative pleural effusion is a very serious and difficult to treat as compared to transudative pleural effusion. Next is the causes of pleural effusion. There are many causes of pleural effusion. The following is a list of some the major causes. First is a congestive heart failure, kidney failure, infection, malignancy, pulmonary embolism, hypoalbuminemia, cirrhosis, and trauma. Next is the pathophysiology of the pleural. Pleural fluid is secreted by the parietal layer of the pleura and reabsorbed by the lymphatic system. Pleural fluid is secreted by the parietal layer of the pleura and reabsorbed by the lymphatics. In the most dependent parts of the parietal pleura, primarily the diaphragmatic and mediastinal region. Exudative pleural effusions occur when the pleura is damaged. Exudative pleural effusions occur when the pleura is damaged. Example, by trauma, infection or malignancy, and transudative pleural effusions develop when there is either excessive production of pleura of fluid or the resorption capacity is reduced. Next is the sign and symptoms of the pleural effusion. Common symptoms associated with pleural effusion may include the following: chest pain, difficulty in breathing, painful breathing, in medical terms called pleurisy, and cough, either dry cough or productive cough. Deep breathing typically increases the pain, and other symptoms are fever, chills, loss of appetite, and medical terms loss of appetite, anorexia, often occupancy, pleural effusions caused by infectious agent. All are the signs and symptoms of pleural effusion. Next is a diagnosis of pleural effusion. First is take a medical history, past medical history or present medical history, and physical examination, chest x-ray, auscultation, ultrasound, CT scan, other chemical analysis in which including protein, lactate dehydrogenase LDH, albumin, amylase, pH and glucose, gram stain and culture to identify possible bacterial infection, white and red blood counts, CBC, cytopathology to identify cancer cells, but may also identify some infectious organisms, and other tests are required by the clinical situation. Lipids fungal culture test, viral culture, tuberculosis cultures, lupus cell prep, specific immunoglobulins, all diagnoses are required for detect the pleural effusion. Next is a treatment of pleural effusion. First is ABC resuscitation, second is O2 therapy, third is a thoracynthesis, fourth is antibiotics, and fifth is a diet. ABC resuscitation in its original form is trained for airway breathing and circulation is a more required. Second is a O2 therapy. It's a medical treatment for supplement of oxygen because of breathing difficulty. Third is a thoracynthesis is a diagnostic procedure. Fourth is a antibiotic. Antibiotic is more important to treat the bacterial, fungal and viral infection. Which antibiotic is provided? Penicillin, erythromycin, tetracycline are given. Treatment of pleural effusion depends on its nature of pleural effusion. Diet: eat a healthy balanced diet with plenty of vegetable, fruit and lean protein. Health in eating is important during and after treatment. Next, see the detailed thoracynthesis. It should be done in almost all patients who have pleural fluid that is at least 10 mm in thickness on CT, ultrasonography or lateral X-ray, and that is new or of uncertain etiology. In thoracynthesis, in general patient, the only patient who do not require thoracynthesis are those who have heart failure with symmetric pleural effusions and do not no chest pain or no fever. In this patient, diuresis can be tried. In thoracynthesis, no chest pain or no fever, that patient diuresis can be tried. And thoracentesis is avoided unless effusions persist for more than 3 days. Thoracentesis, also known as a thoracocentesis, plural tap, needle, thoracostomy, or needle to remove fluid or air from the pleural space for diagnostic therapeutic purpose. In a thoracentesis, a needle is inserted through the back of the chest wall in the 6, 7 or 8 intercostal space on the mid-axillary line into the pleural space. The use of ultrasound to guide the procedure is now standard of care as it increases accuracy and decreases complication. Thoracocentesis procedure in which a needle is inserted into the pleural space between the lungs and the chest wall. This procedure is done to remove excessive amount of fluid. In this procedure, ultrasound is very useful. Now, standard of care increase the accuracy and decrease complication. Thank you for watching video. Any question, ask in comment section. Again, thanks.
Do like, leave a comment, and share with your friends.